Good morning, students. So today we will discuss about the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. This is called Vesper theory, and here V means valence shell electron pair repulsion. Means here in valence shell electron pairs will be there. That electrons participated in bond are called bond pair electrons, and which are not participated in bond are called lone pair electrons. So they will repel each other. So due to the same negative charge, electrons will have negative charge. So same like charges will repel. That's why there is a repulsion between the electron pairs. They may be lone pairs or they may be bond pairs. So due to that repulsions, there is a deviation. So there is a deviation means from normal value, the value is deviated. So here already we have discussed in last video. If you take this example, methane, ammonia and water. So in these all three molecules, the hybridization is same, sp3 hybridization. So in these all molecule hybridization is sp3. So these sp3 hybridization molecules, so they having different shapes. So that shape is deviated from normal shape. So that deviation is due to the repulsion between electron pairs. So if you see here, there is no lone pair electrons, all four bond pairs. There is no repulsion. So here the bond angle is normal value only, and geometry also tetrahedral and shape also tetrahedral. But if you see ammonia, so in ammonia on the central atom there is a lone pair electrons are there, and other 3 electrons participated in bond formation, 3 bond pairs. So here there is a repulsion between this lone pair and this bond pair. So there is a repulsion. So due to this repulsion, so these two are repelled, and due to this repulsions, somewhat the bonds are comes like this. So here due to these repulsions, they are somewhat closer. So that's why the bond angle becomes less value. Here if you take, the bond angle will be greater than normal value because here more repulsions. So here bond angle is decreased. So like this, the bonds are somewhat due to repulsions, they comes closer, and the bond angle is reduced to 107 degrees in ammonia. So hybridization is same, but bond angle is deviated. So for sp3 hybridization, the normal bond angle is 109 degrees, but here bond angle is decreased due to these repulsions. Here 2 more lone pair electrons are there. 1 more electron pair is there. So here only 1 lone pair, here 2 lone pairs. So there is more repulsions than this molecule here. So due to this more repulsion, the bond angle is again reduced to 104 degrees. So this deviation is explained by valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. So they have considered the repulsion of electron pairs. That is the reason for the deviation of shape and bond angle in these molecules. So this is the theory. So this theory mainly explains the shapes and bond angles, why they are deviated from normal value. So that things are explained by this Vesper theory. So let us see the postulates. So here the first postulate is electron pairs will always repelling. So due to the same charge, the electron pairs will always repulse, and here they tries to remain far from each other. So because of repulsions, they will tries to remain far from each other. Means they maintain the distance between them as maximum as possible. Suppose 3 bond pairs are there. 3 bond pairs. So how they will be arranged? Like this. So there is a maximum distance between the bond pairs. If they arrange it in such a way, there should be less repulsion, and they due to that less repulsion, they will become far from each other to reduce the repulsions. So the distance possible geometry for three bond pairs, for example, is the trigonal planar. So like this they have explained the why they are showing that geometry. So to reduce the repulsions, they will far from each other as possible as maximum. So that is the first one. Electron pairs will far from each other around the central atom. Next point, lone pair electron pairs will repel more than bond pair lone pair and then bond pair. So just now only we have seen, suppose if you take methane, there is only bond pair are there. If you take ammonia, there is one lone pair is there and three bond pairs are there. So here, according to this point, lone pair bond pair repulsions are more. So that's why this bond angle is greater than normal value. And here, greater than 109 degrees. Normal value is 109 degrees. But here, due to this bond pair repulsion is lesser value. Less repulsions between bond pair and bond pair. The bond angle is 107 degrees. So this predicted bond angle proves this point. So here lone pair bond pair is there, the bond angle will be greater because more repulsion. Here bond pair is there is a bond angle is reduced because there is a less repulsion when compared to lone pair and bond pair. So like that he predicted this point. Lone pair repulsions will be more in bond pair and bond pair. Because why lone pair repulsions are more? Because of lone pair is free. It doesn't participate in bond formation. So it is free. So free means it occupies the more space. It occupies the more space than bond pair. So bond pair is located in between two atoms. So it is located between two atoms. But here this lone pair occupies the more space. Why? Because it is located, belongs to only one atom. It belongs to only one. It is attracted by only one nucleus. Here this bond pair is attracted by two nuclei, two atoms, two nuclei. Means it is space is less. It occupies lesser space than lone pair because lone pair is very free. It only attached by only one nucleus. That's why it is occupies more space than bond pair. So that's why lone pair repels more. So that's why it occupies more space. So it shows more repulsions between lone pair and between lone pair and bond pair. So that's why bond angle is deviated. So here the third postulate is, if there is no lone pair on the central atom, then the molecule is normal. So here it shows normal geometry and shape also say equal to geometry. Geometry is equal to shape. There is no deviation. So if lone pair is there on the central atom, then the deviation will be there. Geometry will be not equal to shape and bond angle also deviated. So if only lone pair is there on the central atom, then the geometry and shape are different and bond angle also different. If there is no lone pair on the central atom, the geometry is normal only. So let us see the first condition. If there is no lone pair. So here Z means here it predicts the geometry. Z means we have already seen in the last video. Z means bond pair plus lone pair. So this value gives the Z value, and Z value, if Z value is 2, the geometry will be linear like that. So here Z is the prediction of geometry. So let us see Z value, geometry and shape. So if Z value is 2, means they may be bond pair or lone pair. So if we consider only bond pairs, suppose 2 bond pairs are there, so then they arrange like this. So they are maximum distance from each other. So to reduce the repulsions, this is called geometry is same, linear, and shape also linear. So there is no lone pair. If there is no lone pair, we are seeing the first condition. If there is no lone pair, they are arranged in a such a way as far apart from each other. So this is the linear. And if three bond pairs are there, this is the central atom, and three bond pairs arranged in maximum distance as possible as maximum distance, and that will be like triangle. So that's why this geometry is called trigonal planar. Trigonal planar, and shape also same, trigonal planar. So if four bond pairs are there, so then they arrange it in a such a way to reduce the repulsions. So this is the arrangement. Suppose A is the central atom, B is the side atoms. So they are arranged in a tetrahedral geometry, and the shape also same, tetrahedral. Here also tetrahedral. So like this, there is no, if there is no lone pair, the arrangement will be like this. If 5 value for z equal to 5, then trigonal bipyramidal. If z equal to 5, the geometry is, so they arrange it in like to reduce the repulsions, they arrange it like this. So this is the trigonal planar type, and here two more bond pairs are there. So this is the trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. So like this, if 6 electron pairs are there, if Z equal to 6, all are bond pairs, there is no lone pair. Suppose they are arranged in a such way to reduce the repulsions. So first square, and then one bond pair is above and one bond pair is below. So like this geometry is called octahedral, OH. This is octahedral geometry for 6 bond pairs. Z means here bond pair plus lone pair. If there is only bond pairs are there, the geometry will be octahedral, and shape also same. Here no deviation, and bond angle are also normal bond angle. So this is the condition, and if we will see the next condition. If you see the second condition, if the central atom will have lone pair electrons, and then there is a deviation from the normal. So if you see, if there is no lone pair on the central atom, the second condition. So let us see how the geometry and shape are different. So here, if you see the Z value means bond pair plus lone pairs on the central atom. If Z value is 2, so there is 2 bond pairs and 0 lone pair. They will be arranged in a linear geometry. There is shape also same, no deviation. So shape also linear, and hybridization is sp hybridization. So here you have to know the difference between geometry and shape. Geometry means we will consider both bond pair and lone pair electrons. Arrangement of electron pairs around the central atom will give the geometry. And shape means we have to consider only bonded atoms, how bonded atoms are arranged around the central atom. So if you see ammonia, for example, so here this lone pair doesn't decide the shape of the molecule, only these 3 hydrogens how they arranged around the central atom, nitrogen. So we will see this arrangement. So we won't consider this lone pair electrons in case of shape of the molecule. So if you see this shape, it looks like a pyramidal shape. So if you see water molecule, it looks like a V shape or angular shape, 2 hydrogens and central oxygen. So like that, here we will consider only bond pairs in prediction of shape. So here if you see for Z value 2, if there is one bond pair is there and one lone pair is there, then how they are arranged? So here like this, they far from each other. If this is the central atom, this is the bond pair and this is the lone pair. So here the geometry and shape is linear. So they are far from each other, that's why there is no deviation. So they are linear in geometry and shape, and hybridization is sp hybridization. Bond angle is 180 degrees. So this bond angle will be 180 degrees. So then 3, Z value is 3, and if there is no lone pair, then will be it is normal trigonal planar. Geometry and shape trigonal planar, hybridization is sp2. If there is a lone pair, one lone pair and 2 bond pairs, in case of Z value 3. So in case of Z value 3, if 2 bond pairs are there, one lone pair is there. These 2 bond pairs, one lone pair. So they are arranged in a triangular manner. So the geometry is trigonal planar and the shape is V shape. So if you say shape, only we will consider the atoms around it. So here suppose B atoms are there, 2 B atoms are there, one central atom is there. It looks like a V shape, or it is called angular shape or bent shape. So we won't consider lone pair, and if you see the molecule, it looks like a angular shape. And the bond angle is, here hybridization is sp2 hybridization. Bond angle is deviated because here there is repulsions. That's why this bonds will come closer and the bond angle is reduced. So for this 3 Z value 3, there is a 2 possible arrangements, and here let us see one more possible arrangement. If one bond pair is there, 2 lone pairs are there. How they are arranged? So here 2 lone pairs, 1 bond pair. So the geometry is same, trigonal planar, but the shape is linear shape. So it looks like a linear shape. And here hybridization is sp2 hybridization. So let us see Z value 4, and here 4 bond pairs are there, no lone pair. The geometry will be tetrahedral and the shape will be tetrahedral. Hybridization is sp3 hybridization. So if bond pairs and 1 lone pair is there, 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair is there, then how they are arranged? So they are arranged like this way. And due to repulsions, here bond angle is reduced and here bond angle is becomes more. So because of lone pair occupies more space, it will repel more. So that's why this bond angle is lesser value, this bond angle is higher value. And the geometry is only the tetrahedral geometry, but here the shape of the molecule is pyramidal and hybridization is sp3. It looks like a pyramid, and this, for example, for this one, this condition, the example is ammonia. Already we have seen. And the next one, if the Z value is 4 and 2 bond pairs are there, 2 lone pairs are there. So how they are arranged? 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. So if you see this arrangement also, the geometry is tetrahedral. But here if you consider only surrounding atoms, suppose 2 B atoms are there. And here if you see the shape of the molecules looks like a ulta V. So that's why we will call it as V shape or angular shape. And the hybridization will be sp3. Here this hybridization means Z value only. Z value 3 means hybridization is sp2. Z value 4 means hybridization is sp3. So here the hybridization is same in these 3 molecules, but the shape is different. Here the shape is pyramidal and here the shape is V shape or angular shape. So these all deviations are due to the repulsions between electron pairs. So this is the valence electron shell repulsion theory.